I ate only bricks for 7 days, how is that possible? I guess we're gonna find out.
Cody, hypothetically, if I took like my daily meal and then like put it all into a blender and then blended it up into a brick and then ate that brick for a week straight, would I survive?
Yeah, but that would be disgusting. Oh, no, that's actually so gross. No, but can you imagine he's like putting like a whole burger and like his coffee and everything and just blending it up? Oh, no, that sounds so gross. Well, good luck to him, honestly, because I would never do this, ever.
Eating is way too complicated.
No,
Imagine
it's
a
not.
world where everyone just ate one thing. No more thinking of meal prep. No more doing dishes or cooking. Now imagine bricks. Imagine if everyone just ate bricks instead of food. I'm imagining it right now. It feels so good. I'm
No, it
getting
does
so
not.
bricked up.
Stop
For the next
lying.
7 days, I'm gonna be eating only bricks of food. But what do I put inside of that brick exactly? Well, how about I ask my best friend roommate who's studying to be a doctor?
There's something called like, a perfect plate.
Are you FaceTiming someone right now?
Yeah.
Is this like science or is this like
This is like science.
That's
This is
just Google
Canadian government
Images.
website.
Damn.
What?
That plate has got me bricked up.
No, but could you imagine just eating like all of that food blended into one? Oh, that's making me nauseous just thinking about that. Because all of the fruit and things blended up, that would be like a nice little tropical smoothie. But you blend that with bread and meat. Oh, disgusting.
The following recipe. For carbs, we have 9 cups of oats, 14 sweet potatoes, and 4 cups of whole wheat flour. For protein, we have 2 kilograms of tofu, 28 eggs. Yes, this genuinely took me 3 days to come up with. And 1 cup of chia seeds. For fats, we...
Ooh, I don't know. This is looking kind of... Ooh.
We have 3 avocados, 2 cups of walnuts, half a cup of olive oil, and for just about everything else, 14 cups of spinach, 7 carrots, lots of salt, and 7 teaspoons of spirulina. I'm gonna blend this all in with about...
I think it probably would have been mostly fine until you started adding the vegetables in. I bet it's gonna turn out, it's gonna be like, it's gonna look really gross, and he's gonna have to eat that. I think if you blend it up and it didn't taste like absolutely like the worstest thing ever, then maybe it would be tolerable. But I don't have my hopes very high for that.
And if you want to know what the procedure looks like, it's just, you just gotta do a little...
Yeah, tell me. Let's watch. Blending it.
Bear vomited salmon.
Wait till I add the 28 eggs.
Ooh. I hate eggs.
On a completely unrelated note, do we have a mop bucket?
Oh.
I then put the blended slop into baking trays and end up...
Do you know what that looks like? It looks like that like Dubai chocolate, like the pistachio in the middle. But this probably won't taste like pistachio. Oh. I feel like from this point of view, it doesn't look all that bad. It just looks like failed Dubai chocolate. So maybe I could convince myself mentally that it would be that so I could eat that.
with 5 bricks, which is about 20,000 calories to get me through the
Oh,
next
he's
7
baking
weeks.
it.
So
Oh,
without
freezing
further
it?
ado, let's move on to...
Day 1.
Okay, here's my daily brick. Let's just go for it.
Oh, that's his like food for the entire day?
It tastes like just like someone took a normal meal and then pre-chewed it and then spat it into my mouth.
The brick didn't taste too
Ooh,
bad
he's
at
like a little
first,
baby
but after
bird.
about a meal and a half, I realized that no, it really does. It tastes like shit. I cannot describe to you how much the flavor is reminiscent of vomit. So I tried frying it up to see if that would make it taste better, and I'm censoring this because it...
Vomit? No! Oh my goodness, that reminds me of when my childhood used. Do you remember those like jelly beans and one flavor would be like tutti frutti and the other would be vomit? I always got like the bad flavors like every single time. I don't think I've ever had like a tutti frutti flavored jelly bean ever, and I think that's the most devastating thing ever from my childhood, and I'm never gonna forget that ever, because I'm really sad about that.
quite genuinely looks like I shat into the pan. And no, it just
I'm glad
tastes
he
like the
sensed
same
that.
thing,
I didn't want to
but
see that.
hot. So now it's like fresh vomit, I guess. This made day 1
Ooh.
easily the hardest day of the challenge, and it gets easier later on, and you'll see how it
Easier.
gets easier on...
I don't think it's gonna get easier.
On day 2, I had a bite of the brick, and I thought, hell no, I can't do this. So I had 2 options here. I could either scrap the video altogether, or I could come up with some way to make this easier for me. Which is why, at this point in the video, I allow myself 1 topping for the rest of the challenge.
Tomato
But
sauce.
To decide which topping I would be using,
Tomato
I would
sauce.
have to go through some trial and error.
No, but do you know why tomato sauce is so good? Because tomato sauce you can put on anything. I'm not even joking, my dad puts tomato sauce on everything. Like, everything. Like, because most commonly you put it on like sausage rolls and pies, and you have like a brick of this. If you put enough tomato sauce on, you won't be able to like taste it, because it'll be tasting like tomato sauce the entire thing. Genius idea or what?
Daily brick along with every condiment that I could find in my house.
Pickles.
I'm gonna try them all, and I'm gonna rate them 1 to 10.
Pickles isn't a condiment.
5, 6, 5, 7, 3, 4, holy shit, 9, 7, 2, 3, 5, 2, that's a 9.
No, I think kimchi is a cheating though, because that's a solid, not a liquid. And a condiment is usually something that is a liquid. So I don't think this technically counts. I think he's technically cheating.
Now remember Cody from the beginning of this video? Yeah, it's also
On
his
you,
birthday
Cody.
at the end of this week. So for the nights leading up to it, I thought I would do a good friend thing and I would make him some nice dinners. I'm probably going to be frothing at the mouth while making the food, but at least I can fatten up my roommate before I cook him into my evil stew. Bars. So for the first night, I decided to make Cody some— Wait, that's not dinner, silly. That's a sponsor of today's video, Z-Biotics. Okay,
No, it's not. Not my sponsor.
Cody's first dinner of the week was gochujang
Oh,
butter
steak.
cabbage
Oh,
and
he's
steak.
making him
While I was
actual
making this,
food. Not gonna lie, I literally thought he was gonna make him like a brick of food and give it to him. Kinda glad he didn't though, because I would hate him forever, low-key, if he was my friend. No, just kidding. I would just be like, for your birthday, I'll give you the same. And see how much you like that.
It was especially jarring seeing his food next to mine, considering that all I did for dinner was throw a chunk of leathery vomit onto a plate. Anywho, this is the first night of dinner for Cody. I hope he
Coach Young
enjoys it.
butter, steak, and cabbage. You know what? That looks pretty good, actually.
The brick today.
So the brick itself, 1,000,000 times better than yesterday, because I got the
Oh yeah.
kimchi update. Gochujang butter, steak, and cabbage is what I made for you.
Oh my cabbage is really good.
Now this wouldn't be a Kodakai video if I didn't drastically change my sleep schedule in some way, so let's flash forward to the morning of—
Day 3.
This is me, wide awake at 6:30 a.m.
So
That's
I went
kinda
to
early.
sleep at like 7 a.m. and I ended up waking up in like the late afternoon.
He went to sleep at 7 a.m. and he woke up at 6:30 a.m. I think he's lying. I don't think he slept for 23 and a half hours, actually. I think he just wants to skip a brick. That's what I think.
Kimchi, I ate more brick, and sooner than later it was time for dinner. Cody mentioned maze soba a couple times during the day, so I did my best to make some with
The
what we
spring
had in the
onions?
apartment. I
Okay.
ejaculated in my pants again.
I think he's
garnished it
making
with an egg yolk,
spaghetti.
and yeah, that's the— yeah.
That's almost spaghetti without the spaghetti.
Oh,
An egg.
this looks really good.
Have a serious conversation with me while I take
Nice.
a bite of this brick.
Ooh.
How much of a person would you have to eat in order to be considered a cannibal?
I think to answer that very random question, how much people would you have to eat to be considered a cannibal? I think literally any part of anyone else. Okay, so hear me out. If you eat yourself, then people will just think you're a weirdo because you're not hurting other people to eat them. But say, because I know a lot of like pregnant people when they give birth, they like to eat their placentas. And I wouldn't count that as cannibalism. I just think that's not a personal choice I would make, but it's not cannibalism. It's only cannibalism if you eat someone else. Or if you ate someone else's placenta, that would... Would I count that as cannibalism though? Because you're not hurting them to get it. I don't know. I think that would just be kind of weird. But each their own, I suppose. But I think if you ate someone's like arm or something, that'd definitely be cannibalism. Or like a finger, even a toe, or an ear, just a little bite. That's cannibalism. But as long as you don't do that, then you won't be a cannibal. Glad we cleared that up. Day 4.
This is all of the brick that is left in the fridge. This is all that I need to eat.
He has to make more brick?
Before everything is done. Ignore the fact that one of them is sitting on a frozen pizza. It's been that way for a while.
Fun fact, when you
fair.
eat healthy food, you end up feeling healthy. I felt better this week than I have all year. Workouts have been
Wow.
easier, running has been easier, I've been feeling focused, there's been like a strange level of clarity. I felt so good, in fact, that me and Cody went to a J-Rock concert that night. And this concert
Wow.
went pretty late, there wasn't a lot of time to make dinner, so Cody instead opted to just eat a bag of popcorn.
No, but I feel like though, maybe if like what he's saying is completely true and he does feel better and he has more energy and everything, maybe this isn't a bad idea. However, most people probably wouldn't be able to stomach the taste because it would be awful. But what if you didn't have taste buds so it tasted like everything else, and then you would probably be like, wow, this is amazing for me. And then, you know, the point of the video is amazing because then he just gets to blend everything up and then he doesn't have to put effort into making food. I think it's a pretty decent idea if you can't taste anything.
I wanted to see how quickly I could eat my nightly brick without vomiting. So here's that.
3.
I think he can eat it really fast. He's just gonna feel really sick because it's a mental game.
Co is Oh, I'll let you stop the timer when you're done. Sure.
1 minute.
36 and 50 milliseconds.
I could do it
Pretty
faster.
good.
Day 5.
I had enough sleep debt to warrant me sleeping until 5 p.m. apparently, so when I woke up, it was immediately time for dinner. For tonight's dinner, I decided that I should probably just use everything that was about to go bad in the fridge.
Now
so I
he's
ended up
saying
making
that he
something that I
slept
like to call Kodakai's Mountain of Sloth.
20
Fun
hours.
fact, that's also
Assuming that he wasn't lying and he actually has been sleeping like 23.5 hours, 20 hours, maybe a giant food brick is not the way to go. Because if he wasn't doing that before, then, you know, there's only one variable that's changed, and that's a food brick. And if that's making you sleep that long, then it's probably not the best for you. So maybe if after this challenge you're thinking, wow, I'm gonna do that. Maybe don't.
I think this would taste better if I couldn't see your food.
I don't want to do this anymore.
They're sitting on different sides today. What's
That's the concept of dog food.
I've made human dog food.
Yeah.
Maybe it tastes better if I made them into like little kibble bites.
Pour them into ice cube trays.
No, but you know something he could do? He could blend them again, so then it's just like crumbs. And then he could like crumb the kimchi in it. And then it would be better, I'd imagine, because then you would barely taste it.
On day 6, I had a bunch of errands to run, so for the first time, I packed my brick to go. I imagine eating this in public is something like shitting yourself on the bus because, like, everyone can smell it.
I mean, nowhere near is that the same though, because people probably just think he's got like some like kind of weird food that they're not aware of. But if you poop yourself on the bus, people are gonna be like, oh, you pooped your pants. That's kind of weird. You're gonna get more judgment for pooping your pants than you are gonna eat some weirded food brick thing.
One of my errands involved picking up Callum from the airport because, as I've mentioned, it's Cody's birthday. Callum came to celebrate Cody's birthday. I wonder how Callum's gonna react to the brick.
That is, you know, I saw pictures of that. Oh, you know what this looks like? You know those like channels on TikTok and Instagram that are like, I keep adding stuff to this tub until I create life. That's what this looks like.
Wait till you see the
Ooh,
video.
I've
on
seen
how I
those. Those
made
are
it.
so
You see that blue
disgusting.
recycling bin?
No, from this angle though, it looks like a steak, cause like that bit's like all brown, but then the top it looks like he's just like gone over with like some herb or parsley or something, and it doesn't actually look that bad from this angle.
I can read you the recipe really quick. So it's 9 cups of oats, 14 sweet potatoes, 2 kilograms of tofu, 28 eggs.
Do you plan to sell this commercially? Mr. Beep, I have an idea.
I would not invest in that
And now day
idea.
7, this is it. War is over. I planned Cody's party for him since he's been so busy with med
Aw.
student stuff. It was Cartoon Network themed, and this is where Cody showed up behind the kitchen with a little surprise.
Hey, Cole.
Terrible war
I made something for you.
What is it? Oh, it's a pinot.
I don't know what possessed him to offer me food when I had half a brick left in the fridge and mere hours left before I ate it. I ate the fucking food. I cummed myself too many times and it came full circle.
cheered.
Literally. I am the
He ate it
two-dick
early.
cannibal. Now, why did I do this? Frankly, he's the birthday boy. You can't say no to the birthday boy. Look at that smile. How can you
That's
say
an
no to
excellent
that
point.
face? So yeah, I ended the challenge literal hours before I would have succeeded. Cause yeah, I want to sit down. I want to enjoy food with a group of people. Sue me. Also, I have no
I will
idea
sue you.
why I was doing this
$1
in
million.
the first place. I just kind of thought of it and I was like, yeah, that'd be a funny video idea. And I guess maybe it was. Don't do this. I mean, I guess it's good for you. I don't know. Don't
No.
do this. Get home safe and stay kind, everyone.
I can't get home safe if I'm already at home. Ooh. But anyways, guys, probably don't attempt this challenge unless you want to sleep for several hours because you're unemployed and then feel like, I don't know, it hurts. See ya!